good morning, good morning. I hope you guys are having a very good day today. Today's video is a new episode of my Kale Model series, ideas you can use for your tip menus. I feel like, you know, what a lot of people, boys, girls, that's not just gonna say people, what a lot of models don't realize is that there is so much power within your tip menu. And what I always try to tell my people, especially within my, you know, my girls and boys who subscribe to my Patreon, you need to utilize your tip menu as much as possible, right? As well as other things that we'll talk about in a different video. Okay, so when it comes to your tip menu, you guys need to understand a single thing, okay? You need to make them pay for every single thing. I don't care if they want you to stand up. I don't care if they want you to wave. I don't care if they want you to say their name. I don't care if they want you to scratch your head, find your nose up. Like, you need to make them tip for everything. You have to be creative with your tip menu, okay? And I know a lot of you guys always ask me if you have to, you know, be nude. I've had people DM me on Instagram asking if you had to, you know, show certain parts of your body, etc. And it literally depends on you. You run your brand, okay? I need y'all to understand this. Being a Kale model, the customers, clients, sugar daddies, whatever the hell you want to call them, not run you. You run them. The sites themselves do not tell you what you should or should not be doing unless, you know, it's specified in policy, right? Like for example, I know some sites don't allow you to be showing your bottom half without no clothes on, like period, in public chat. And then you have some sites who allow you to have, like, you know, panties on or whatever in public chat. For one, read your policy. I always say read your site's policy up and down before you ever start camming, or even if you have cam for a while on the site, you need a refresher. It's never a bad thing to go back and read the site's policy, especially my girls who are working multiple cam sites at one time, which you guys know I do. I double cam. Sometimes I triple cam at one time. But when you're doing that, you have to understand that certain site, this site may allow this, but the other site won't, right? Comes to your tip menu. You can start off small. You can do one token. You do have a lot of broke ass niggas or broke ass men who do want to come in there and they want to tip you one token, by per dollar, per cent, whatever your site does. But so if your site is ran by tokens, and 9 out of 10 sites that are ran by tokens, it is tokens. They do the 0.5 system, so it's like 5 cents, so 0.05, sorry. So if you have here, you know, 0.5, so you have to think. So if I'm like, if somebody wants me to stand up, right? So on my tip menus, I always have stand up, I always have wave. So at the bare minimum, I think the least thing I have is wave. 0.5 times 2 tokens. If I do 2 tokens, oh no, 5 tokens, sorry. If I do 5 tokens for stand up, then that would be 25 cents, which is literally not a lot. So yeah, but standing up is literally you just standing up, so it's not that big of a deal, right? But some people, depending on the site, like another site I've worked on before, they go by dollars. So at that rate, yeah, they go by dollars, like, and they don't go by tokens. So I would do, like, it costs $5 for me to stand up. You want me to stand up, it costs $5, right? When it's the dollar thing, it'll be $2. However, you have to realize that, okay, boom, they paid me $2 or gold, that's what they call it, because every 1 gold equals literally $1. So 1 gold equals $1. So if they send you 2 gold, then that's $2. But you also have to realize that the site, that particular site, charges, they take away 60%. So that's times 60%. So they literally are taking $1.20 away from me. For every dollar that I make, they take away 60%. So in that case, $2 minus 1.2, which is 60%, is literally 80 cents. So therefore, I only made 80 cents. So you see how the token amount is like kind of different depending on the sites or the percentage amount. When you're starting from the bottom, start from like low things. Like one token, you could do, like I just said before, you could start off with like a wave for one token. Or if they want you to say your name, you can do 5 tokens. Hi John, 5678, how are you? I honestly like to speak in general when people come in my room. I like to say everybody's name. Hi John, how are you? Hi David, and it can get a little exhausted. Sometimes I kind of skip over people depending on their colors and their rankings throughout the sites. Ranking is different. I think you will learn gradually about, you know, each said site or whatever, right? So we talked about wave, stand up. So we can do wave for, let's start, if you're just beginning, let's say 1 token. So we're gonna take this as if you're just starting, right? So let's say wave, 1 token. Let's say stand up. No, say your name. We're gonna do 3 tokens. We're gonna say stand up. We're gonna do 8 tokens because we're exerting energy, right? Doing that, okay? If you have stand up, then I would do like, think of it kind of like a 0.5 system. So we have stand up as 1, and then we have stand up and spin around with clothes on 1.5. And then if you could have stand up, spin around, do a topless spin, boom, 50 tokens or 25 tokens. For y'all's sake, let's start off at 25 tokens, right? Also, when it comes to your tip menu, okay, you never, ever, ever want to overlap your tip menus. And when you're just starting off, I recommend you go and buy 2s or 5s, right? So or do by 3s. Do some type of consistent, like, combination of sequence of numbers. So you can do 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, things like that. Or you can do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, blah, blah, blah. Or you can do 5, 10, 15, 20. You can do it that way. Doing it by increments of 5 was better for them. For tipping purposes, they can just, you know, click the little thing that says like 45 tokens and they send it, and so they don't have to type it in. But it literally takes 2 seconds for them to type the fucking token amount in. Okay. Blah, 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 blah has tip for this. Like for I know one of my sites, I have it to where it's a dual thing. So you can spin the wheel for 25 tokens, but you also can tip me 25 tokens for PMs, right? And we're going to get to that. So when they tip specifically to roll the spinning wheel, it will notify me that they spent the wheel and they paid the 25 tokens to specifically spin the wheel. Now, if it just says 25 tokens, they just sent it off the rim of them just tipping me 25 tokens, right? We have wave, say your name, stand up. So we have, we're at what, about, I told you about the 0.5 system. So stand up with clothes on and do a spin because they be trying to see your figure. So we could do that for like 15. Let's just do that for 15 tokens, right? Stand up with clothes on for 15 tokens, right? And spin around 15 tokens. So we literally just jumped from like 8 tokens for standing up regularly to 15 tokens standing up and spinning around with your clothes on. And then we have let's say, then we can do like, I had jumping jacks on there before. We could do jumping jacks for 17 tokens. And then now we're at the 20 token mark, right? So as we're at the 20 token mark, we can do spank ass 3 times, right? You can do ass pat 3 times, spank ass 3 times, whatever you want to call it, for 20 tokens. And then here we are at 25 tokens. So when we're starting to get in the 20 range, we're going to start jumping very, very quickly. So we have the ass pat for 20 tokens 3 times. And then we have 25 tokens. We're going to go from 20 to 25. So at the 25 token mark, I want you guys to put your tip menus at, or you can do it if you want to. You can put your tip menus at 25 tokens for your PMs. Your PMs are your private messages, so that people can write you as they are watching you live. Sites do have direct messages, and they also do have private messages, which are totally different things. DMs, I kind of normally let that just be a free thing. Nobody has to pay me for that. PMs, people love PMs. They love to talk to you while you're live. That is an automatic 25 tokens for me. At the bare minimum, make them pay at least 20 tokens. Do not go nothing below 20 tokens for your PMs, okay? Do not respond to a PM if somebody has PM'd you and have not tipped you. You know, you get more experience, you can start playing around with your PM rates. Sometimes, I remember at one point, I have raised my PMs for a particular site to like 45 tokens. And they are going to pay that if they want to talk to you, because they want your attention in all, okay? And as for, you know, reassuring them and kind of like giving a rebuttal, you use a lot of rebuttals when it comes to this particular industry. Circle back around to certain things. So somebody PM you, hey you guys, make sure you guys do remember that my PMs are 25 tokens if you guys do want to talk to me. And the PMs last forever. So once they send 25 tokens, they can PM me at any given point. Yes, some of these men do like to be, you know, belittled and talked down upon. But at the same time, not every single trick client, whatever the fuck you want to call them, customer, they're all not the same. So you don't want to have that, you don't want to have one mentality towards all, you know, to all, right? And then now that we're at 30, you can do like suck my thumb 3 times. If you guys do have dildos, you can start like utilizing that. You could take your dildo and rub it in between your titties 3 times or oil your boobs, right? We could start in that range. I do apologize, my camera just died. I do apologize. We're gonna do a part 2 to this video very, very soon. If you enjoyed this video, I want you guys to give it a big ass thumbs up and comment down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to my Patreon if you guys want more tips and tricks in my day-to-day life here and there on me just being a cam model. And yeah, I love you guys so very much. And as always, don't forget to follow me on all social media at Miley Carter. Bye.